If you're with a narcissist, they will ignore what matters to you most, your children. Yes, they will. They will ignore your children that do not belong to them. You know, if you ever notice that they will not engage with your children, they won't ask how they're doing in school, or even if they're adults, they won't ask how they're doing. And if they do, let's just say if they do ask how they're doing, I'm willing to bet you they get their names mixed up. They don't know their names. They don't know their hobbies. They don't know anything about your children that does not belong to them. And let's just say you have a confrontational with, your adult child or your child, right? They won't try to console you, to tell you, hey, listen, it'll be better. The first thing they always do, forget them kids. We do not care, but they use the other word, F them kids. And they always want to have a separation between you and your children, for some strange reason, because they want all the control. They want all the attention. They want everything. They want everything. They want to suck you dry on any attention at all. So if you have children that is not dealing with a narcissist or whatever, whatnot, they do not care anything about your children. Your children does not matter to them. And as a matter of fact, to be honest with you, how can your children matter to them when they really don't care about their own children? They claim to love them alone, they can control them, but they'll disregard their own children. So let alone your children not being theirs, they really don't care. They're like, well, they got the other parents, so let them deal with them. Why do you have to always be so rough and strict when it comes to your children, right? They always want you to be this rough parent, this strict parent. And then you sit back and you be like, goodness gracious, why are you so hard? Like, why you want me to be so strict on my child or my adult child or whatever? Why do I got to do all this crazy stuff that you want me to do? Because they don't care. They don't care how you treat them. They don't care to get to know them. They don't care. As a matter of fact, it's like a pain in their side to always hear about your children. I don't know what it is, right? Because they don't want to feel like they're competing with anyone. So if you have an animal, if you love that dog way more than anything, and because our pets are our family, I mean, they're gonna hate that animal. And it's the same thing with children, but our children comes from us, right? So children are different than animals, but we still, love our pets and we still love our children. But our children, I'll say, it's different because they come from us, right? But because we love them so much and everything like that, anything that we love so much, they want to strip it from you. So they'll try to, turn you against your children. They'll try to, make it so where you won't be involved with the children or the adult children, or, they'll make sure that your children are upset with you, because then they're going to feel like, well, you're taking his side or you're taking her side, and you're just trying to just really be, not taking no one's side, but just try to get along with everybody, right? But however, they're going to want you to pick a side. They're going to want you to be like, okay, well, you're going to have to choose me over your children. In so many words, they don't just say that, but their action shows that. And to be honest with you, as a parent myself, no one comes between me and my children besides God. Okay? And that's just the way it is. No one comes between me and my children besides God. So therefore, but that's just not the way they think, because like I say, they disregard their own children. So the first thing your children might do is they may not like them. They might not like them. They be like, you know what? Because they can see it a mile away. The manipulation, the separation, they're there to destroy your family. So I'm telling you, if you're with a narcissist and, you have children or adult children or whatever, your children does not matter. Whatever matters to you, that is the deepest, which is your children, it does not matter to them. They do not care. They really do not. And like I say, that's when you walk away. You got to walk away because, trying to make them happy and trying to make them like, okay, well, I'm going to give it some time and I'm just going to wait until, things boil over. Listen, you can give them all the time in the world. They're still going to consider your children as being, a leech. Because they're connected to you and they're sucking the love from you that they supposed to have all. They're supposed to have all your love, all your attention, all everything, right? Your grandchildren, if you have grandchildren, they're not even safe. They don't even want nothing to do with them either, because it's like, they got parents, let them deal with them attitude, right? So then you're like, well, I'm not wired like that. These are my grandchildren. I'm not wired like that. So that's what I'm saying. Get out, walk away, because they'll never accept your children at all. Your children do not matter. They don't care. Anything that sucks energy, or you love so much, and it's anything that takes away from them, they're gonna hate that tenfold. They're not gonna appreciate your children sucking that love and their energy that's supposed to belong to them. Remember, you're their property, right? Everything belongs to them. Your energy, your time, all your love, your financial, your money, your emotions, everything. You have nothing. You're nothing to them anyway. So they feel like, everything that makes you happy and joyful, it's irrelevant. You don't need it. It's all about them, and that's just what it is. So I'm just saying, if you were a narcissist and you have children or adult children, your children does not matter. They don't matter, so just walk away. But anyway, guys, I hope this video helped someone. I'm gonna wrap this video up, and I hope it helped someone. And please like and subscribe, and please, 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 I hope someone resonate with this or whatever. It can feel me where I'm talking about on this level, on this topic. But anyways, guys, Jesus love you, and I'll talk to you guys on the next video. All right, bye.